Okay, so Jan was around at my house earlier, and we just got bored. We were recording some videos for his channel, and then I decided to play World of Warcraft of all games, just out of the blue. Um, the game's older than me for a start, so there's that to really consider because I want to go into a noobish review of the game. I literally played like 10 levels. I just got to the major sea. I've literally just forgotten the name. I think it's Stormwind, something like that. I'm gonna look it up real quick. I don't think it is Stormwind. It is Stormwind, yeah, Stormwind City. Um, so I literally have barely played the game. I've done a few quest missions. I'm on like level 11 or 10 in the footage. You'll see it. I get to like level 10, maybe 11. Um, and to be honest, I'm considering subscribing to the game. It is kind of baffling how it isn't just, or you can just buy the game and then bang, you can play it. No, you have to own a version of the game and then subscribe to like get game time for it, which I might actually consider doing, because it's actually a lot of fun. So obviously, there is a free trial to play up to level 20, so I still have quite a few levels to go through. I'm playing the rogue class. I don't know if that's good or not. I don't know anything about the game. I'm literally learning as I go. But from what I've played, the rogue is actually quite fun. It's literally just like an assassin build. If you played Diablo 4, you know what rogue's all about. It's all about just stealthing, getting to your enemies, sticking them with poison damage or something, and then just running off. It's the same thing in World of Warcraft, except World of Warcraft is literally like, the combat is very different to what I'm used to for like Diablo games and whatnot. It's real time combat, which is good. Obviously, it's not turn based kind of stuff. So you can freely move while attacking an enemy. Like you'll see later on in the video, I do a mini dungeon raid for one of the quests, and I'm like weaving while I'm attacking, just hitting them with poison, sword damage, and daggers and whatnot. But it's really fun. It is really fun. The movement, in my opinion, I know it's quite old, so I shouldn't really diss it that much, but it is a bit clunky, at least compared to what I've played. Um, Also, I lied. WoW is not older than me. I just looked it up. It's actually younger than me. It came out in 2004, so I'm actually lying about that. Sorry. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of fun. Um, the movement is jank in my opinion, but that's just because maybe I haven't gotten used to it yet, and because I've played games like Diablo where it's like top-down view and you just click where you want to go, click to attack an enemy, hold click, like right click to use a mana attack, and then you hold left click to like stay focused on an enemy, or like keep rapid clicking to do that. In terms of like RPGs anyway, RPGs for me are like a new genre. Personally, I haven't played that many RPGs. I'm currently playing Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword, which is really good. Diablo, obviously, ARPG, that's, my favourite. I've talked about Diablo for long enough on this channel. And I still need to finish my Let's Play series. I actually played one episode and gave up on it. Well, no, that will come back at some point. But yeah, the movement, I don't know, because it's like you use WASD to move, obviously. But then the camera, you have to like hold the left click down and like drag it. You can't just like drag it normally. And then Q and E give you like strafing, so you can strafe left and right easily. But I'll get used to that. And you'll see on the screen as well, there's a big action bar. So you have multiple skills from 1 to 0 on your keyboard, and then minus and equals. So pretty much the whole top row of your keyboard from number 1 to the backspace button is completely useful. I was going to say useless, it is useful for skills. So I think I have to get used to that. There's 2 different types of skills as well. Like I've got a stealth skill bar, so like I can activate stealth, go invisible, and I can like stun enemies or strike them from a distance through the shadows, do some stun damage, physical damage, whatever. But for the most part, it is pretty straightforward. As long as you bind the skills to like which ones you're going to memorize a lot. So for me, I was using Eviscerate a lot, which is number 2 for me, and then number 1 is like a quick strike thing. So I build up combo points, which are the little red dots you'll see whenever I attack an enemy underneath my health bar and stamina. I build up those combo points, and then if I get all 5, I use Eviscerate, and it does like a bunch more combo damage. So that's it's easy to understand. And I think WoW, in terms of the tutorial, because apparently I'm still playing the tutorial, I kind of know what I'm doing now. It's really helpful in the fact that you just sit there and kill things, and it's like, oh, you can do this, you can unlock this. The one thing that baffled me when I was playing with Jan, it took me so long to figure this out, is where the backpack is. In Diablo, I'm used to it being the I key, so I'm sort of like spamming I for the inventory, trying to get like a potion or whatnot. I've unlocked a skill for that now, so I can pop a potion like mid-fight and it'll heal me for like 40% over, I think it's 5 or 10 seconds. So that's pretty good. But it's actually in your backpack. If you press B, you got like separate backpack tabs, and you can eat stuff like jerky, or I don't know what else you can eat, but you can eat food to get health regen. You can equip obviously different armors, different weapons. And I'm gonna assume, like every other game, the higher level you are, the better loot you're gonna find. So it's, you know, that level scaling would be good as well. And the other thing that really is cool is you actually know when an enemy is going to use a set ability. So in the raid, for example, I was fighting this dragon. I think it's called like Ravenir or something. And it uses Wing Buffet and Necrotic Breath, and it gives you a little bar. Because when you activate a skill, like if it's like one that requires like a 5-second activation time, it will show you using that skill for 5 seconds, and then it will go off if you're not interrupted. Same thing happens for the enemies. So if they're going to activate Necrotic Breath, you can see when they're activating it, and they'll have an animation, of course, and you can interrupt it. So for me, I was like kicking it. I can do that with the ogres. Like I've been kicking the ogres when they use Shadow Bolt. It does wonders every time. Obviously, higher boss tier enemies probably don't get affected by kick, that I may have noticed, but at the same time, it's just helpful to have that, you know what I mean? It's just really beneficial to sit there and pretty much examine the battlefield as you're playing. I think that's really good. I think that's what something like Diablo 4 has missed out on a lot, because in Diablo 4 it's just, you just sit there, hold right click, do some build up damage, and then bang, you just activate one ability, everything is dead. For example, Ball Lightning this season. My Ball Lightning build was actually just, okay, how many lightning balls can I get out, and how much can I just hold the left mouse button? Because all you got to do is run forward with the balls, lightning balls just spinning around me, and it does multiplicative damage beyond measure. There's also a new update for the Diablo 4, as I mentioned. This is called like Diablo 12.0 or something. It's a new event. I have to get on that and see what that's about, because you know, I need to get on the end game content. So you know, that'll be that. But in my personal opinion, I'm actually going to consider, when I get a job again, playing WoW a lot, so I can play the expansions like Dragonflight, Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King. I don't know what any of them do. I don't know what I'm even doing right now. Like, I'm just going through the main quest line. I don't know how far into it I'm gonna get from level 20, but I feel like when I get a job again, that's gonna be a game that I'm gonna be playing a lot. Same for Overwatch and Siege, you know. Funnily enough, games that require battle passes. But at least WoW doesn't have a battle pass. It did have a pet from a Diablo 4 promotion. It's actually the pet Cerberus dog that I forget his name. I think it's Azeroth. I think it's the one that Azeroth is on. I could be dead wrong. I think his name is Azeroth. He's in Act 3, as far as I know. Let me have a look real quick while I'm looking this up. I don't actually know. It's either, like, it's not Asmodan because he's not in the game, is he? I don't even know. I'm pretty sure his name is Azeroth. I can't seem to find him anywhere. But I could be completely wrong about that anyway. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, Astaroth. That's his name, Astaroth. I was one word off. One word off, like one letter off, so my bad. But yeah, so till next time, if you're new around here, subscribe, like all the good stuff, and I'll see you later. Take care.